You're gonna need a mini band that's kind of strong. I'm using my heavy mini band. And you're gonna need a light to medium weight for the overhead press. You'll loop your mini band around the handle. Step back just a little bit so there's some tension. You're gonna balance on one leg. Weight comes up to your shoulder. And as you press, you're also rowing. So we're getting your brain working at the same time here.
Now switch sides in 3, 2, 1, go.
For this back sling, if you have a bit of tubing with at least one handle on the end, that's going to be your best option. So I'm going to show you how to do it that way, and then I'll show you how to modify it if you just have a mini band. For me, I've got this nice one that's short with double handles. We're going to come down onto the mat, wrap one side around your foot, and lie down. We're going to come up into a hip bridge, so lift our hips up off the mat. And as we extend that leg, we're also going to extend the arm before we come back up. Good. Now, if you don't have this sort of band, you can use the mini band. We just have to keep our hand pretty still and we won't quite be able to straighten our leg. But that's all right, we'll still get the benefit. Okay? So same thing, you're going to loop it around one foot, hold it with the opposite hand, lie down, hips come up in a hip bridge, and you're going to extend that leg while we keep our hands straight.
Now switch sides in 3, 2, 1, go. For this next one, you're going to need a mini band that's your lightest
tension. If you have just plain old tubing, it doesn't have to have handles on it, but tubing is gonna be a little bit better for holding that T position with your upper body. And you're gonna come down onto your mat with your hands up nice and straight. You're gonna pull apart that mini band until your hands are touching the ground, to the floor. Shoulder blades are tucked into your back pocket, and you're gonna tuck your chin, which makes not a very flattering position, but it works. You're gonna float your knees up to 90 degrees hips, 90 degrees knees. And we're going to, without lifting our shoulder blades up off the mat, we're gonna tip those knees to one side and then to the other. And you're gonna go as low as you can without lifting your shoulder blade up off the mat. For this lunge with overhead hold, you're going to need just one light to medium weight. I've got 2 kgs. You're going to stand in a split stance, but like a wide lunge stance. And your feet aren't actually going to change position from here. You're going to press that arm overhead. That hand's going to stay exactly where it is. And the only thing you're doing is dropping that back knee down, tapping it, and bringing everything right back up.
Now switch sides in 3, 2, 1, go.
For this wall sit with bicep side swipe, you're going to need 2 medium to heavy dumbbells. I've got 5 kgs or 11 pounds each. So if you're in the US, maybe a set of 10s or 12s would be good. You're going to walk your feet forward and come into a normal wall sit. That means your hips and your knees are at 90-degree angles. You're going to hold the weights at waist level, and you're going to bring them out to the side, try to tap the wall, and bring them back to center. Now, if you want to make this more challenging, you can balance on one leg for half of the reps and then switch sides.
If you're on one leg, switch sides.
For these med ball push-ups, you'll need a med ball. If you don't have that, you can just stack a set of books up in the center of your mat, and I'll show you the difference. If you have the ball, you're going to put one hand up on the ball, one hand down on the mat, come up to push-up position. You're going to push up, and then you're going to roll the ball to the side so that you can switch hands before you do your next push-up. And you're rolling it to the side. If you just have that stack of books, you'll have to just walk your hands side to side like this with a couple of extra steps. Good, and you can start up on your toes and drop down to your knees once that becomes too hard.